watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us here on DC News Now. It is October 27th. Your time is 7:59, coming up on 8 o'clock. I'm Tosin Fakile. It's Football Sunday, but it's also Marine Corps Marathon Day, and the roads are already busy. Let's head on outside with a live look. We're looking towards Roslyn, and if you look in the distance a little closer to those buildings, you can see a lot of police cars. A lot of the roads are already closed. It's a beautiful start to your day in terms of what you're looking at. In terms of what it feels like, if you like cooler temperatures, then it's a beautiful day. Meteorologist Brittany Ward joining us this morning with a look at your forecast. All right, Brittany, so obviously a lot of people already out there running, out there supporting those who are running. How cold is it? Because it was cold when we came in this morning.
It was chilly. I mean, we brought out the tall Uggs.
We
were saying that earlier.
Sure did.
Today, turned on the heat in my car, so obviously it is a chilly start to our day. Unfortunately, it's going to be chilly again as we head into your Monday, and those temperatures right now still sitting in the 40s in the nation's capital. So you're cheering on those Marines right now, as well as those veterans. You want to make sure you have the jacket on hand. We're actually sitting at 48 degrees in DC along the Beltway. So yes, very chilly. But then as you head further off to the north and west, we're seeing 30s on the map. 34 currently in Frederick. You are at the freezing mark there in Winchester. 32 currently there. Woodstock, you guys are below freezing. You're seeing your temperature right now in the lower 30s. 37 currently in Hagerstown. 39 as you head over there to Fredericksburg, Virginia. And then it looks like Lexington Park, you guys are the only warm spot on the map right now. You guys are sitting at 52 degrees. Now, satellite and radar showing you the wider view. We do have high pressure making its way off into western Pennsylvania. This will dive into our area as we head through your day today. This is going to be providing us with some wall-to-wall sunshine. So keep it here. We'll have a full check of that forecast coming up. Tosin?
All right, Brittany, thank you. 8:01, one of the largest marathons in the world is already underway in the district. The 50K portion of the race already started at 7:15. The other portion just kicked off a little while ago. Thousands of Marines, veterans, and supporters are in town for the Marine Corps Marathon. There will be about 23,000 runners from all 50 states, and more than 60 charities partner to raise money for causes ranging from medical research to military support and education. This is the 49th year for the race, and this year's race route will offer new views of the monuments.
I think changing up the route is a fantastic idea, especially for our group who runs it every year. A change in route, it takes your mind off the pain.
DC police warning drivers to be cautious this morning. Several streets already closed for the race. We're going to head on outside, giving you a live look of what some of those road closures look like. And this is the area of just one of the closures we'll be seeing for the marathon. In this camera, you can see people, some of the runners already going. You can see people on the side cheering them on. Many of those road closures happening in Virginia, some of them in the district. So to be aware of those road closures and the changes to Metro, you can go to our website, dcnewsnow.com, to keep ahead. Look at that, all that happening. All right, stay warm out there, people. Over in Maryland, officials in Prince George's County investigating a fire outside a home in Capitol Heights. You can see the damage to the outdoor garage and shed at that home near the intersection of Earn and Vine Streets. Officials say no one was hurt, thankfully. Wow, look at that damage. All right, 8:03, Maryland State Police say it suspended one of its troopers after authorities arrested them for a suspected DUI. State police say after 1 a.m. Saturday, troopers responded to the area of northbound Interstate 83 near Ruxton Road for a crash involving two cars. They say Lieutenant Dwayne Hill was driving his car when he hit another car. He was not on duty at the time. No one was injured. State police put Hill on administrative leave where he is suspended with pay. He's been with the department for about 20 years and is assigned to the Human Resources Division. That investigation is ongoing. In Southeast, police say they've identified the 16-year-old boy who was shot and killed Friday afternoon. Police responded to Langston Place at about 4:15. They found Darren Johnson and a man shot. Johnson was taken to the hospital where he later died. There's no word yet on the man's condition. The investigation continues. And staying in the district, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Southeast. Officials are looking for this gray car on your screen in connection to the shooting on Alabama Avenue at about 3:30 yesterday. Now, they found a man who was shot there. That man later died at the hospital. Anyone with information is asked to call police. The National Park Service has approved a permit for the Harris campaign to host an event at the Ellipse near the White House. The event is scheduled for Tuesday night and is expected to bring thousands of people to the area. DC News Now's Christian Pena joins us from the Ellipse, where preparations are underway.
Vice President Kamala Harris is set to speak on the Ellipse Tuesday night, and security is at the top of some people's minds as preparations kick off.
I think this could become chaotic because a lot of people got a lot of different views, and it's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
I worry about what people who don't support her would do to her supporters or try to disrupt.
The campaign expects Tuesday's event to host up to 20,000 people to the National Mall. The last time a major political figure spoke on the Ellipse was then President Donald Trump on January 6th, the day insurrectionists flocked to the Capitol.
I could not believe that happened in my lifetime.
According to the event permit approved by the National Park Service, overnight security is employed to ensure the setup remains in place, a relief for some tourists who praise the National Mall for its peaceful environment.
It's pretty secure now, so I mean, I guess if it had the same energy, it should be good.
Tuesday's rally kicks off at 7 p.m. and is expected to end roughly around 8 p.m. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump is expected to hold a rally in the swing state of Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. For now, reporting at the Ellipse, I'm Christian Pena, DC News Now.
All right, Christian, thank you. Halloween decorations are still up. Many people, though, already have Thanksgiving on the brain. We're here to help you stretch your dollar if you're one of those people with some meal deals. All right, Walmart recently announced a dinner plan for 8 people. It'll cost about $7 a person and will be available through Christmas Eve. Discount store Aldi offering the cheapest Thanksgiving meal in 5 years. The deal feeds 10 at about $5 a person. That promotion lasts until November 27th. All right, switching gears right now, the nonprofit Stars Performing Arts hosting the annual anti-bullying walk earlier Saturday in Alexandria. Those who took part in the walk across the Monroe Street Bridge were looking to bring awareness to bullying and understanding the root cause of bullying. One organizer says this event will allow kids become better members of the community.
Kids, learning at a young age to the adults, really, just really asking about and figuring out what kind of character are they really doing and portraying in this world that we live in today.
All right, that walk also included games and giveaways. Will he or won't he play Sunday? It is the million-dollar question around Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels. The rookie phenom nursing a rib injury. He practiced with the team Friday for the first time. Daniels says he wants to play against the Bears, but the decision's not his. Head coach Dan Quinn waiting to see how Daniels' body responds to being back on the field.
Really pushed it today, and playing quarterback, the movements, the skills, and also specific to the game plan, going through the whole thing, all parts of the field. So we're really following that process, and we'll let our eyes decide how he responds over the next 48 hours. That'll guide us.
All right, so although Jayden Daniels is still questionable to play, DMV native Caleb Williams is set to start for Chicago today. So what will it take for the Commanders to win? We asked Craig Hoffman from the Team 980 what he thinks.
3 keys for the Commanders on Sunday. No matter who the quarterback is, the running backs need to have a good day. Running the football will set them up to have the best version of their offense. Obviously, you want your plays to be effective. That's pretty self-evident. But the play action shots and what it opens up in the quarterback run game, some of the easier throwing lanes, being in good down and distances, all that stuff really matters, especially if it's Marcus Mariota under center or perhaps more aptly in the shotgun quite a bit for Cliff Kingsbury and that offense. Second thing, and this is especially if it's Mariota as well, you've got to win the turnover battle. That is the most basic of football analysis, but against the Chicago Bears, that is very very hard to do because they turn the football over a lot as a defense. They have great corners. They have good safeties. They have some guys that can get pressure up front, including our old friend Montez Sweat. So Marcus Mariota, more turnover prone than Jayden Daniels in his career. Marcus got to take care of the football on Sunday, and that's going to be an interesting thing that Cliff Kingsbury is going to manage with the play calling, I think, as well. And then last but not least, for Joe Witt Jr., you got to be aggressive at the right time, something that I'm sure he spent the entire week trying to figure out what are those right times. But the matchups on the outside, if the Commanders play a lot of man-to-man defense, do not favor the Commanders. We saw what DJ Moore did to this team last year, the beginning of the end for Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio and that version of the Commanders defense. So I think a lot of zone coverage, but then pick your spots, and can you heat Caleb Williams up? And maybe that's how you win the turnover battle, because you force a few, because their rookie quarterback has not been quite as fastidious with the football as the Commanders has.
All right, kickoff is at 4:25 at Northwest Stadium. Hopefully we'll see number 1 and number 2 overall picks go head-to-head this afternoon. We're going to have complete coverage all day long on DC News Now and, of course, on game night at 11 p.m. So here's to hoping Jayden Daniels takes the field. All right, Brittany, for those who are going to the game, what should they take with them?
I say sweatshirt for sure, and take that winning energy. Overall, it's going to be a cooler day today than what we saw yesterday. Highs today really will struggle to get out of the 60s. Now, kickoff today is at 4:25 against the Bears. We're going to be dealing with wall-to-wall sunshine through much of the game. Right around halftime, though, we start to see those temperatures dipping down into the upper 50s, lower 50s, though, to talk about right around celebrations. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that 8-day forecast and what to expect heading into the work week coming up.